Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zod. Anyways, man, look, the shit I want to get into, you can already tell by the title, and basically would be on the fact that I think that I had the coronavirus. And I know there's some people that's gonna come on here, they're gonna laugh about the fact and be like, okay, what is this fool Zod talking about? Understand, I could have put this out a long time ago, but I decided to hold back on it until I got more information and really dotted my I's and crossed all my T's. And the reason, I'm gonna tell you the reason I think this. At first, I thought maybe due to the timeline, this couldn't be the case, if simply for the fact that when I did get sick, it was back in October. But now that the doctors are saying that they believe that the cases of the coronavirus were way back in 2019, as far as like around the time that I would have got it. And I'm just gonna tell you some of the reasons why I think that I had it and beat it. A lot of people that have been paying attention to my channel know that when I, for a long time, I had stopped uploading somewhere up to like 3 weeks or a month. And I came back on and tell them that I was battling the sickness, as far as, I was having problems with my respiratory. I couldn't breathe, you know what I mean? It felt like as if I had asthma. If you think I'm bullshit, you can go back on my videos and I will try to find an exact video where I start telling people about it. And like I said, people are gonna say what they say, but I'm just gonna tell you. And the reason I'm even making the videos, because right now they're having a hard time trying to figure out how to beat this particular virus. And I'm just gonna give you an idea of some of the things that they gave me, which will make no sense for somebody that just had regular flu symptoms and no pre-consistent conditions. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is exactly what the doctor told me when I went to the hospital. For one, 3 weeks, never went to the hospital, just sick in bed. Started off feeling like I had sinus. But anybody that knows, that has been on my channel, you know that I've had allergy problems. So a sinus headache and sinus congestion, feeling that pressure right here is nothing new. Outside of the fact that I do got a big nose, okay, I won't make light of it. But the fact that, sinus headaches and stuff is nothing new to me. I have allergies, severe allergies, chronic allergies, you know what I mean? So that was not a sign to me. Then it went from here to a sore throat. The next day I got a sore throat, bam, right there. That's nothing really new to me either. I had my tonsils taken out due to the fact that I used to constantly get strep throat and things of that nature. Maybe due to the fact that I have sickle cell, but not the full case, but the trait, which they're starting to figure out now that the trait is in fact infecting a lot of people. I mean, it affects a lot of people, not the way the real disease works, but just having the trait can cause certain complications. But that's besides the point. So it went from my throat. Understand this, during the daytime it seemed like I was perfectly fine, maybe uh, a mild fever, kind of lethargic, not really wanting to eat at first, you know what I mean? And then there was sometimes that my appetite would be all right, then I would regress, and then, you know so off the back I automatically knew, okay, I'm starting to get a flu. So like I do it every time I get Dayquil, and it just so happened around that time I was having tooth problems and went to Western Dental, and they prescribed me medication was clindamycin. I can't take penicillin because I'm allergic to it, so they gave me clindamycin. I didn't pick it up right away. I kind of lagged on it because I didn't want to go back to Western Dental because they're high as fuck, you know what I mean? But besides that point, this is what I'm gonna tell you why I think that I had the coronavirus. For one, uh, after I finally decided to get the clindamycin, after I had been sick for about 2 weeks, so 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. So I got the clindamycin and I start taking it because during the day, like I said, I was perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Just mild, and feeling a little off. But who's to know? Your sinus or mess with you. Then when the sinus went away, the throat. You know what I mean? So I know I'm just going around in circles, but I'm really trying to make the case for people come on my line and just talking all types of nonsense. For one, it's no publicity, and knowing that you probably could have got your whole house sick and possibly infected other people. But the reason I said that is because I took the clindamycin. Okay, my mind used to be on me. You need to go to the doctor. When I decided to go to the doctor is when I started coughing up phlegm and it had a little blood in it. I knew that wasn't normal. So eventually, when I told my mom, she decided when it was already going to be about a month, she made me go to the doctor. She came to my house, picked me up, and took me to the doctor. And when I got to the doctor said, you know, once he went, what is the symptoms? How long you been sick? Have you took any medication? I'm like, yeah, about this time I took clindamycin, which anybody knows about clindamycin. I don't think it has anything to do with viral infections. It's more for bacterial infections, which would be hence the reason my teeth were hurting me. Well, after that, I mean, during the time that I was taking the clindamycin, I was also taking other medications such as Tylenol. When I didn't take Tylenol, I took the Theraflu, which would just made me nauseous and whatever. But I also took a cough medicine, Vicks. It was a that one was really good. But at night, that's beside the point, man. Let me tell you what they when I went to the doctor finally, and when the doctor was like, you know what, it's a new flu going around. We don't really know what it is. We just know it's a new flu and it's causing severe respiratory problems. People have already died from it, but you seem to be doing a lot better. See, a new flu that caused respiratory infections that they hadn't seen it before. You know what I mean? It's something new. And trust me, it was knocking people down. So I think once they start digging and really looking back, they're gonna really see that a lot of people were actually infected with this particular virus. And the reason I decided to bring it out is not because I can get any type of fame off of it, because if anything, people probably gonna want to avoid me, even though I'm well over, you know, the sickness. But I just want to let people know that it did damage, because even now I still have breathing problems. It's I don't know what it is. While I'm asleep, I gotta remind myself to catch my breath. Sometimes I feel like I don't get enough air, and the doctor even asked me, "Do you have asthma?" But I've never had asthma in my whole life, even when I was smoking. And I stopped smoking like over 3 or 4 years ago. Actually, no, about almost 4 or 5 years ago I stopped smoking. So that wasn't a thing. But so he said, this is a new flu. We don't understand it. It's something that it's a new flu giving people respiratory problems. And I know people are gonna try to, you know, because like I said, people love to do that. But this is what they gave me. I don't know if you can see it. Bam, that's one. Here's the doxycycline. Of course, this is normal. Robitussin to control the coughing. Some type of inhaler. Atrovine, another inhaler. Look, I'm just showing you exactly what they gave me. There's another one. This is just Tylenol, because they didn't want me to take ibuprofen. And then this one right here. You see what I'm saying? They gave me all those medications. One or two of those medications are for people that have COPD. I don't have COPD, but that was prescribed because they couldn't understand why I was having problems breathing from a flu. And that was what was going around in the Lancaster and Palmdale area. And the reason, like I said, I brought this out is not to garnish any type of real attention, but they are doing a study. They're going to be starting a study with people that may have possibly had the coronavirus, and they want to do tests on them to see if they have any type of antibodies. So maybe somebody might actually hear and see this video and see exactly how much medication they gave me for a flu, which they didn't know what type of flu it was. They just know that it was causing people to have severe respiratory problems. Like I said, started in the sinus, went from the sinus to the throat, went from the throat to the chest. Let me just tell you this. The hardest part about it was at night. That's when it hits you the hard. That's when it hits you the hardest, is at night. So many people can contest to this. And it's crazy because I actually quarantine myself in my room, and seeing that people around here are real ethnocentric about cleaning, especially got an OCD problem with cleaning. So everything was always scrubbed down. Everything was always white with bleach and Listerol and all that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it was already on that page. Now, like I said, it's not to garnish any attention if to get to the proper people, because they are testing. And if you have some type of immunity, not so much immunity, but they assume that you would have immunity to this particular disease if you've already had it. And to be honest, more and more things are pointing to the fact that this disease was in fact here before they even knew about it. And that's just, that's just from what I've heard, and the simple fact that I went through this sickness. Understand that I've had the flu many times, but never like this. You know what I'm saying? One time I did have the flu, it almost killed me, but that's because I had that and the strep throat at the same time, which I had no tonsils anymore. So, you know what I mean? But this one was the first one to hit this right here. And at night, like I said, it's like you're wrestling with demons. Anybody that I know can contest to the fact, just even shortness of breath, even right now, when I go to sleep right now, I'm going to have problems breathing, and you're gonna hear me wheezing. And like I said, I've never had asthma, but after I got this particular virus, I'm having all types of problems breathing wise. But like I said, you know what I mean? That's pretty much all I want to say on that note. But that's why I think I had it, and I think I beat it. On that note, you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'm out.